Welcome back to JHL Cinema Clash. Today we'll be discussing some new horror films and when is their release date. We're going to start off with Scream 8 is reportedly in development. No release date has been set yet. But I just wanted to get your take since, to me, Scream 7 didn't hit at all for me.
Well, are they with the same director by any
No,
chance? Do you know?
so the director's not staying for
Okay.
this film, but the same writers will be in the lab cooking up
Okay.
the story.
Well, now at least they got a 50-50 chance for this one to work. That's the thing with old movies when you keep on trying to drain them as best as you can. You know, they're sucking the juice out of the damn movie already. And I feel like there's some movies that you have to call it quits before it gets bad and you mess up your reputation. Did I say that right? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
they
yeah,
did that
yeah.
already though. With shit a long time ago, bro.
Yeah. Well, I felt like they were pushing it with Scream 4 because even when they had I Know What You Did Last Summer, they tried to do a reboot and it's on Netflix if you guys haven't seen it, and it's a 50-50. It wasn't as great as the first two. So there's
But
certain movies that you have to leave their nostalgia to it.
so yeah, no, because I'm not gonna lie, I actually liked Scream 6, which was with the girl, Jenny Ortega, the girl that
That
plays
plays
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah.
I enjoyed that one. It was, to me, it wasn't like, damn, that's a great movie, but
Yeah.
it was a decent movie where I was like, huh, it was a good watch, you know?
But that's the thing. When you end up being decent, you have to stop right there because
True.
now you had 7. It was a flop, and now you're gonna try it again with 8. 2, you're trying to redeem yourself, and that's dangerous. That's when it comes to the back to back. It was trash or not. You understand? Now you're trying just to redeem yourself.
What
Yeah.
they should do is instead of trying to make like a Scream 8 and keep down that same path that Fast and the Furious went down,
Mhm.
reboot it. Like I think it'll be easier to accept a reboot of the storyline, start all over, start from scratch, and just start like if no one has ever watched Scream before.
I
Because
feel
Yeah,
like they
that's a
had,
good take.
you're
that
making a
is
movie. You're making a movie again for a generation now that, let's be
That's
honest, they don't.
different from before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
yeah.
don't know about Scream like that.
Well, they do. Scream is super iconic. He's one of the most iconic slasher wise.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
I mean, in the
So
sense
they
of
know
like
the
knowing
character,
the
Yeah, the character.
character,
but they
know
don't know that
the
beginning
storyline.
story, which I agree,
Yeah.
where it was, what was her name? Naomi Campbell, I think, played the main
I believe so.
star. Um,
What they have to do with this one, if they're throwing part 8 out there, try to make it more like serious, more fearful, and I think that could work for them because it's always, yes, he got a little bit of more fearful into the part 6 that you were talking about, but they let it fall with part 7. I feel like if they make it more of that menace, it can actually work. Well, let's see where they go with this.
it's a hard character to make scary. I'm sorry to say, bro. Ghostface,
That
there's
Well, he's
nothing
not
scary
scary.
about that.
He's
well,
more
what
guy.
so
fuck?
his
Nah, what fucked it up too is Scary Movie. When
That's
Scary
true.
Movie made him a stoner and made him
Yeah, they
what's
fucked him up.
up,
yeah.
they made him very
He's like,
unscary.
this shit used to scare me back
Yeah.
then.
So no, you know what? He was never a character. Or his mask was never a character to scare you because he's not a monster. His movies were great jump scares. They knew where to have the jump scares at. Like you wasn't expecting him. He would give you a call and he was behind the curtain the whole time. And him popping out of nowhere, chasing you. He's more of the I'll chase you, and you're like, oh shit, escape. That's the vibe that movie gives you. That's my thought on it.
Well, we also have The Exorcist Martyrs is set to release March 12th, 2027.
Now
So
that's one.
soon enough we'll have another Exorcist. Hopefully they do it justice. We all know how we enjoyed the first one. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, there's quite a few Exorcists that I enjoyed. The Exorcism of Emily Rose is one of my favorite, like, exorcism movies. I just hope that they do it right, that they don't fuck it up, that they don't make it like
Well,
weird.
she's like, so the thing is with The Exorcist, that movie is so iconic, and she's the main pain road that made horror movies, known, and that it's so hard to make movies with that certain character just because of that, because it's such a character that is so easily to mess up. It's super easy to mess up that character if you make it
That
look
is true.
too corny or something like that, because it's not something like The Exorcist is not a movie that she's chasing you and trying to kill you. No, it's a person that's possessed, and it's the priest trying to cast that demon out, doing his detective work. Which demon is this? Shit like that. So it's super easy to fuck up that character also. But if
I
you
think
get it, if you hit it on the nail, you hit gold with
I
that
think
character.
those movies are very easy to be successful with though, because there's so many realistic stories, like
Hmm.
actual documented stories that they can
Yeah.
utilize, which is where it all started, right? So I think that's I don't see them missing with this one. And hopefully though they utilize a story, that actually happened.
You say that, but I don't remember the name perfectly. I know it's The Exorcist, but it's the one with the two girls in it. That was trash. That it was they had two girls possessed, and it wasn't that good. I think it was on, if I'm not mistaken, it's on HBO Max, and it wasn't
I don't remember that.
crazy.
I don't remember which one that was.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna follow that up with my favorite, right? My favorite saga, my favorite. So The Conjuring First Communion, which is set to release September 10th, 2027. That's my favorite franchise. I'm super stoked for it. It's probably one of the movies that I'll go watch. I'm not a fan of going to the movie theaters to watch horror films. I'd rather catch them in my house, but this one is probably one that I would probably go watch at the movie theaters. I love me some Conjuring. That shit
So
is fire.
Conjuring, what part is this now?
17. Who knows
So
at
so
this point?
the thing with this movie, I experienced Insidious. I went, and it wasn't a good take for me. And they changed too much the story. And if they try to give that same vibe to this one, it could be a major flop, because I don't want to move out of the subject of The Conjuring, but I saw Insidious, and the
Yeah,
way
but
they
The
the way
Conjuring
they made
has
the
always
movie.
been superior to me than Insidious. I
Oh
like
yeah, of
I enjoyed
course.
Insidious. Don't get me wrong. But as Insidious grew, the less I liked the movies. They were still good, but it was still like, this one could have been better. This one could have been better.
Yeah.
Versus The Conjuring, I felt like it was backwards, where the first one was good, second one was even better, the third one was even better. Though, and now we got The Nun. Now we got,
Are they gonna be
and
the same actors?
I believe so. Yes, sir.
That's dope then. Yeah, because The Conjuring is, like Kaido's saying, is something enjoyable to see. Is they bring new stuff to the table all the time, but like I told you, they have to watch out what they're bringing to the table, because I feel like the audience now are harder to win over.
I'm
You,
just shocked that she's that old, dude.
which
What's
one?
that lady's name?
The lady from The Conjuring.
Yeah, what's her name?
Her
Fuck.
actual name, I have no idea.
Chippy, Chippy. We can name her
Yeah,
Chippy.
yeah, yeah.
Is
Whatever
it
you want to call her.
Vera, whatever the fuck her name is?
Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah, Verga Larga.
yo, I forgot she like I don't ever recall her being old, bro. And I seen a picture of her because I was looking up the movie.
She's
And
been doing
my
it for like 20
God,
years already,
dude, she's
Bobby.
like in her
Yeah.
The
sixties.
Conjuring's, yeah, the Conjuring's been around for a minute, Bobby. This is not the first rodeo. This has been
No.
around for a minute. It's to me, one of the best franchises where those jump scares are top tier. The scariness that it brings to the actual films are amazing, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It's more psychological than it is like any slasher movie. To me, I enjoy every single one. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge cheerleader for The
Yeah.
Conjuring.
Is
If
that
you
they make
haven't
a good
watched it, go ahead
story?
and watch it.
Is that
They're
they make
definitely one.
their good storyline is, it's more of they are two detectives trying to figure
Figure out
out
why this
what
shit
the
is
hell's going
possessed.
on.
Yeah, why is
Yeah.
this house possessed? So I'm gonna be honest, I'm excited for these, but I got two movies for y'all guys, which I know y'all gonna be excited for. Well, I know one for sure, Laz and you, Jay, and then the second one probably just you, Jay. So the first one is The movie Gladys is currently in development, which is a prequel to Weapons. It's scheduled to release September 8th, 2028. It's around La Bruja, the witch,
That's
from
good.
Weapons,
So
which
they're
I
gonna
think
do
is
a
going to be
story
fire.
around her.
It's going to be just about her. It's going to be a prequel to Weapons.
That means it's gonna be before her even dying, before her
Yeah,
even
yeah.
getting to the child. So that means probably gonna be her lead up story. Why did she get there?
Yeah. How she got to over there.
So that can actually clear up a lot of, that we were second guessing and shit like that. Oh, she's taking all these young bodies to her stay young. I think this is gonna be a fucking hitter, because if it's just around her, I told you she's a character that I know you guys found her funny, a little funny looking.
Yeah,
But she was
she looked
creepy
like
to me. Yeah, for
Krusty the
me.
Clown.
But to be honest, if you see her in the next room, everything's dark.
Yeah, if she runs quick to me, I'm gonna be like, "Come on, bitch!
Don't do this to me." Nah, I think they can hit it good with this one.
I'm smacking the makeup off that bitch.
That shit gonna look like LeBron James when you go like that. That shit gonna be.
Nah, but let's see what storyline they give her, because I feel like they can go far with this storyline, and to see what they put around her, because what type of storylines they put around her, and like, is she gonna do it like year by year? Is it gonna be something like that?
What I would like to, because you can keep going back prequel to prequel to prequel, where she's like, I would like to see right before that house, make her be 1,000 years old. Make it seem like different situations where she's done heinous shit like that. I think that would be dope. I think that would be.
I agree.
I think it'd be dope to see
something different.
The upbringing of the parents with her in the picture. Like, was there a similar story to what happened with those kids when the parents were kids? Because she's the aunt. That would be interesting to see.
True.
Nah, I'm down. I'm down to see that one. 100%.
That one be fire. And then the next one is Evil Dead Wrath is set to release April 7th, 2028.
They are the most brutal motherfuckers there is. The way they do their killing scenes, the way
I figured you were gonna get excited for it.
You know me. I love them like a motherfucker, and they always. So that's a movie that they always find out a different way how to make a killing scene look different from the other.
Is this from the Evil Dead Burn?
Yes.
Yep.
Franchise.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I gotta watch that one because
they're
it does
so
look
gory.
fucking good. I was just looking at the trailer the other day, and I was like, "Damn, this shit looks fucking crazy, bro."
They're gory as fuck. Start it from the first one, I promise you, and graduate yourself to looking at the other ones where you can understand the story, because a lot of people confuse the book, but it's different books that were placed, so they're not all the same demon. Everybody thinks always it's the same demon, but it's different demons. And you said that last. You was like, "Oh, I would like to know what demon is which demon." I think you was talking about obsession with that shit.
Yeah.
You wanted to know what a demon. So this one explains, this demon is controlling this person for some reason. Watch it. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. But if you got a weak stomach, don't eat before looking at them, because they're gory as hell. I'm telling you.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm excited to watch. I know I haven't been keeping up with Evil Dead, but I did hear very good things about Evil Dead Burn. I know I haven't watched it neither, but I'm excited for it. I want to definitely see what's going on with that. I do want to close this out with this actual movie just because it's like Spanish and I'm Spanish. So The Revenge of La Llorona is set to release February 26, 2027.
It's a soft spot for us. It's a soft spot. It's Spanish, and who didn't hear their grandmother or their mom saying, "La Llorona te va a coger. Go to sleep."
Or el cuco, yeah.
Or el cuco. So that's something that hits home for us.
Yeah. I'm definitely excited for that one. I mean, I own the first Llorona, just to put it like that. I have it on
crazy, bro.
I have it on DVD. So yeah, guys, go ahead and follow, like, subscribe, and if you don't, you already know what time it is.
Yeah. Pop in, burning like this, ain't checking my wrist. Third is my shift.